Hello, I'm here. Let's see, are we having any issues so far? Not thus far. This guild advertisement says, new to ESO and confused as hell? Join our new guild now to learn, improve, and have fun. Join, well, it doesn't say join, but it just says Twisted Metal Corporation. That's the name of the guild. That's why I'm reading them like that.
Because I'm a potato.
I'm glad that's loud enough these days.
Get out of here. Get out of here.
Mm.
Quality wares.
I had to load into Wayres, so yeah, it took some time. Look at this guy. Look at what this guy's got. He's showing it off. He is showing it off. Join Potato. They really got that whole void thing going on. Because they're using the polymorph. And they also have the mount. Okay. Now, did I do any of these? No, I didn't. Oh, well, I did some. Woodworking, though, we'll get that done. Let's go somewhere. So yeah, I mean, I did my UESP stream from like 5 to 7. Took an hour and a half break. Here I am. Hmm. Anyways, how you doing, Olivia? Hmm. Someone says, someone have a good heart. I'm so poor. I just need 1,000 gold. Well, even if they're lying about it, that doesn't really affect me. You're bored? Yeah, let's just do 2K. Cause why not? It is literally like a penny out of my pocket. I sneeze and I make 2K. Nothing's happening. For me, um, it's kind of stormy today. Or it was supposed to be stormier, but whatever. I saw it was raining while I was out. I saw a flash of lightning. That was pretty cool. Who knows? I don't know. Maybe I'll see more. But I mean, like, I did the USB stream today. It was pretty much my chore for the day.
Stop Alexander Fennell capturing the Coral Heart.
Storm hit you just a bit ago. I think we have another chance on like Sunday or something. Well,
Truly honored. Trade with Kush.
not even gonna decom just cause so. You're telling me some rain for a change, right? I need more, man. God. I need so much more rain. It's so dry. Speedrun. The quest only selection is so powerful. Okay, now I did the Ritz, but we're just gonna turn those in. And then go back inside and do some deconning. So you have to endure the loading screen. Do more Ritz now than I was during the anniversary, which is wild. Void noises. Cat just trying to meow at you while yawning. I take it was not a success. I should put some Ritz in the bank. That's probably something I should do. You're breathing down my neck, sir. Okay, so I'm going to deposit this in a guild bank.
See, we have quite the traveler.
That's me. And we got some bank space, but like, How about... Ugh. Ugh. What? Like, why are these things in here? Ugh, okay. Well, bird sleepers. Did I already check bird sleepers? Bird sleepers are doing pretty good. I'm gonna put some reds in here. Because people like reds. You know? I don't really do Ritz. I mean, specifically like jewelry Ritz. I don't do these. Maybe I'll do these provisionings. But I don't do like these ones. I'll do the provisioning ones. I'll hold on to this. Chances are I can do them, right? Should have read that. Crafted Orzoga's Red Frothgar. Orzoga's Red Frothgar. Okay. I might have to abandon this one. I don't know that. Let's see. The marketplace is over here. I totally missed it. I'm gonna go up. Here we are. Take a gamble, I guess.
Well met.
Zoe.
You'll be wanting some quality goods, I trust. Some come straight from the Stone Lord Druids. Others, well, they have their own stories.
Wrong button.
Welcome to High Isle, Mainlander. If you have the chance, venture inland and seek out the Stone Lord Druids. They freely share the wisdom of the land with all. But before you go, gear up with the goods I have for sale.
I thought it was in the search engine. I wasn't that. There's a lot of these Orzogas. I actually don't know who she is. Or Zorga, actually.
It's getting bad out there. Still, I don't see how it can get much worse. I just hope the tremors and the fumes don't scare away the ships bound for our port. There's still business to be done, right?
No.
Don't get involved in the politics here. They're cutthroat. So are my prices.
Segway. Ah. Dark
First,
Wizards.
the mountain smoked. Then it shook. Then it spilled burning gut rock down its slopes. Oh, let's hope that will be the end of it. Because I don't want to see what comes next. So let's trade while we can.
I don't know if this is new dialogue. Like, because I've done the quest, but... I don't know. Shish kebabs.
The sea is calm. The sky is clear. You're standing there. Now buy from here.
Not quite as good as Stormblade Bard. He's trying, though. But he's not the same. I'm sorry, my dude.
ask me nicely or I will jeer.
Nope, see, that ain't, just ain't working for me, man.
At Journey's End, you need new gear. Please, take a look. You'll find it here.
Do you know any other rhymes that don't rhyme with, like, ear? He even looks sad. That was his best go, though. That was his best go.
At Journey's
Plots and schemes. They fill the minds and mouths of people around here. But let's keep it simple between us. You have coin, I have things you can buy.
Sounds like a plot. Or a scheme, even. Okay. New plan. Terminal Trade Center. Here we go. Or maybe I could go to Rothgar and ask a chef. You think they would have it? Hold on, I just got a text. I can check. They're getting distracted with all these other quests. I actually don't know how to look for recipes. Like, I don't really know how it works. I guess you could steal them. But I'm gonna assume... I could assume... you can get it from, like, a cook or something. There's a chef. Dang. This is the King's Corner Club. We're gonna check this one first. There's actually 2 clubs in Rothgar because it's so big.
The king's got an appetite on him, let me tell you. Better fill up fast before he cleans me out.
No. These all kind of generic. That's fine. Tamriel Trade Center. Okay, let's check this out. PC. I wonder how they even set this thing up. I have to type in recipe first, or else I'm gonna get it all very confused. Recipe. Azorga's Red Frothgar. Good lord. Wow, okay. Yeah, this is a little bit surprising. I can't imagine this is still here, but we're gonna go. This thing could be kind of expensive. You know, some orc dishes actually require ogre meat, which is kind of weird. Ogres being like, I mean, they've got their own society and culture, and you're using their meat and guts to make food. Seems kind of odd. Crap. What was the site? Ancient Traders.
Yes.
Oh my god, no. That is not the one that I was looking for. Oh god, no. Okay. The one I'm looking for is gone then. This one might be a little more likely to be there. It is more... kind of more pricey, but... I think we have a better chance. To the faster loading screens goes the spoils, I guess.
I've got what you need.
Do you, though? You do. Okay, well... Thanks. God, the price, though. Oh, man, was that even worth it? Ugh. I guess that isn't really that bad. I guess it was kind of an assumption, wasn't it? I've never heard of it before. It was a pretty big assumption, I guess. I guess I just assumed that I checked. Well, hey, you know what? I bet Dad doesn't have it. I'll hold on to it for him. I literally thought I checked. Well, it's good to know I don't just make these kinds of mistakes where it's important. Silly, silly me, silly me, silly, silly me. Okay. Well, I guess let's just find a cooking fire then. There's probably one here, to be honest. Let's just go ahead and... There's one. Oh boy. Wait. Oh, you know what? Maybe, I don't know. Maybe I only looked in food. And I was like, it's not there. Ugh, God. It hurts. It hurts. But whatever, again, I've got a lot of money. That was still a very big mistake. Oh, man. Okay, fine. Take it, dude. Like, what? 2 written vouchers? 2. 2. God. Damn it. Yeah. God. This guy's looking for 1 tank, 2 DPS, and a heal for, veteran, grave, and deep trifecta. Good luck, my dude. Good luck. Asking around for that. That is something you need, like, well-trusted friends for, buddy. Ugh. I don't even want to think about it. Okay, we're gonna do this one right. Urzoga's Blood Price Pie. Okay, now, an idiot would go and just buy the recipe assuming that he didn't have it. An absolute moron would do that.
I must finish this.
You never catch me doing that, though. So, let's head over and see if I've got it. Where's the... Are you standing in the cooking fire? No? Okay. Is it over here then? The house... Ah, here we are. Yeah, would you look at that? I got it. I could make 392 of it.
A chicken in every cooking pot. It's more than a house counselor's promise. It's a way of life when you strive to create the perfect bite.
He is very enthusiastic.
A chicken in every cooking pot.
Are you so enthusiastic? That's all he says.
I've all manner of potables for the discerning palate. Care to look over my stock?
Fear not. I intend no mayhem.
Your claws are not in your gloves. They are outside. You have fingerless gloves, my dude.
Fear not.
I intend no mayhem. amongst his friends.
None of us is getting any...
Done. Those are out of the way. Okay, so next up, woodworking. Where's the woodworking? It's over here. But it's usually a little bit off to the, yeah, it's off to the side. I don't know why. I guess in case it catches on fire. Ugh. This field dangerous next. I think scamps count, right? Yeah, they count. That's what I thought. See ya. Out of 10. Ow. They had to like add a road over there because people kept like wanting to get up there during the Witches Festival, I think, so. Yeah, they've got it. Okay, Fez, you know what time it is. It's time for me to pick this up and consistently drop it at your feet. He has no idea why I do this. I could have told him, but I think it's more fun to leave him confused. He doesn't like it when I mess with him. Ah, man, I thought that was it. Really? Oh, it's 10. I thought it was 7. Oh. He's like, what are you talking about? No. 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 Ugh, God. Why am I even getting paid for that? This is do a travel for the week's out. Alright, I'm gonna swap characters. That was the wrong button. I want to swap weapons. I'm gonna swap characters. Right, I think I'm starting the Somerset quest with him. I think I have it started. Sorry, give me a second. Okay, so I was doing Somerset, Queen's Decree, and 10 Kinley's me. That's right. So I gotta go like out by the coral. Or is that later? Oh no, that's right. That's in Shimmering. This is only the second time I've been doing it. I should look presentable for this, though. Attending a meeting. Let's see, what should I be dressed in? Oh my goodness gracious. I haven't a thing to wear. Maybe? Yeah, it'll do. Is there an outfit station in here? There's not. God dang it. No, no, no. It's the way shrine. I'm gonna color this.
Don't merely be a visitor
This
to
one
Somerset.
fails to
Help uphold
understand.
its justice.
One must pay a fee for unloading boxes?
If you came for crafting certification, I can assist you.
Render. Render. Thank you. Now, these colors are good. I think that was his original. It doesn't hold the silver very well, does it? What if we did this? No, the gold looked much better as an accent. It's funny how bluish it looks, the silver. I almost think that looks better. Tower white gold. A bit more pale. We'll do that. Looks good. Put the sword away. This is just for a meeting. I gotta speak to her to determine what she knows about the happenings of the monastery, because I found a bunch of like people that shouldn't be there at the monastery that were taken from the ships, if I recall correctly. Should I give him... fine. But they do look better on clouds. I don't know why. Because they're wider? I guess with clouds, you have like the potential understanding that's like bouncing on his nose. These kind of look like they're like just on my face because they don't have any, because it's like there's nothing. I guess there's kind of a thing on the bridge of the nose, but probably put this weapon away. If things get too bad, then I'll have my sword still. Somehow, somewhere. Oh wait, I have an outfit that I have to. What? There's an outfit that you have to wear? Elegant. What could be more elegant than this? This is my elegant outfit. Really? Okay, well, fine. Let's see what's better. Oh, no. Oh, God, it cuts my hair. Why does it cut my hair? Ugh. Oh, Lord, no. Ugh. Oh, whatever. God. This. There's a thing to read here. By royal decree of the ceremoniarchy of Queen Irene Arana Aldmeri, monarch of the throne of Alinor and Eagle Primarch of the Aldmeri Dominion, the Summerset's long period of isolation is declared at an end. No longer will the brave and selfless Altmer hide from the world like spoiled or frightened children. No longer will we cut ourselves off from our allies and friends. Instead, we shall welcome them as brothers and sisters, so we can throw open the metaphorical gates of our ancestral home and make Somerset accessible to everyone who arrives with friendship in their hearts and an unquestioned desire to engage in dialogue, commerce, and diplomacy. To accommodate this mandate, we must all put aside our preconceived notions and innate prejudices, and all the Altmer alike. But that's just logic. Let's open our hearts and share our bountiful land with the world. I need the proud Altmer of Somerset to forgive ancient grievances and forget old animosities. We must embrace the differences in stature and culture, thereby allowing friendship to blossom in our breasts. This is not only my steadfast dream, but my royal command. Kin lords and kin ladies, canon reeves, agents of the divine prosecution, citizens of Somerset, make no mistake. The will of your queen and the meaning of the mandate are perfectly clear. The island of Somerset is no longer off the limits, for forbidden to lesser races. To the lesser races. Everyone who meets the standards of honor, integrity, and enterprise are welcome, travelers, traders, and immigrants alike. In friendship, we form the Aldmeri Dominion, and in friendship, we shall make the Somerset an even more perfect paradise. This is not only my fondest wish, but my royal command. Lesser races. Our guy's like tossed on the ground, like by the fire of all things. Alright. And then there's a rejection of open borders. Like, and that's on the desk, you know. The open borders paper is like by the fire on the floor. It's like on the desk. Okay, well, we'll see this. Good lord, she has a lot to say. This is the kin lady. This is her mansion, you know, so. The unforeseen queen continues to impose her radical ideas upon her loyal subjects, inflicting all manner of change and sorrow upon this pristine and uncompromising land. Her attempts to elevate the other races and put them on equal footing with the Altmer is simply unnatural. Everyone knows the value of high elven supremacy, so why try to weaken it with these impure and totally unwarranted degrees? Let it be known that the people of Shimmerine and their kin lady shall endeavor to do everything in our power to oppose this unreasonable and ultimately dangerous decree. Why do I reject an end to the pristine nature of Somerset? Why? Because of logic, of course. Facts and logic. It is a well-documented fact that the Altmer are superior in every way to the lesser races that share our worlds. After all, who else can trace their lineage directly to the Aedra? We proudly proclaim our divine heritage. Unlike the other races, we are not the creation of the gods, we are their descendants. Our genetic lineage can be traced to the original Aldmer race through the Elnofe to the divine Adada themselves. For this reason, and this reason alone, we should be permitted to preserve our pure bloodlines and maintain the sanctity of our perfect island home. Should the adventurous queen desire more proof, we need only look at our stature, our golden hue, our natural inclination towards magic. The other races cannot compete with us in intellectual pursuits. They just aren't equipped for such a battle. Ours is the first true culture of Tamriel, and we remained the most civilized of all the races. This fact cannot be refuted. We provided the basis for religion, language, and even architecture. And our influence can be seen across the continent. For all that we have provided, we should be allowed to keep a small piece of the world as solely our own. Beyond these self-evident truths, we must consider the poor lesser races as well. How cruel it would be to subject them to the rigors and requirements of our exacting culture and societal morals. They simply aren't equipped to handle the precision of our customs and traditions. Precision our customs and traditions demand. Should we embarrass them for these failings? Or worse yet, should we amplify their deficiencies by setting a lesser standard for them to adhere to? They would call us cruel, and rightly so. Let us keep the metaphorical gates closed, and then neither side will suffer any sorrow or discomfort. Allowing the lesser races to migrate to Somerset doesn't do them any favors, quite the opposite. It will ultimately hurt them in the end. Keep Somerset pure, keep Somerset pristine, keep Somerset for the altar. Anything else makes no sense whatsoever. Make Somerset great again. Hi, Gamelor. Is there any specific reason why I have to wear this garbage and why it cut my gorgeous hair? Hi, Enchantress.
Yes? And who might you be? The Kin Lady is currently engaged. She's holding a conference with Shimmerine's elite to discuss certain political matters.
Yeah, I know what political matters.
Yes, so you do. And may I say that your outfit is suitably elegant. Please, head into the garden.
Well, I mean, my other outfit was so much better. You have no idea. You will never know. He just kind of walked off. Oh my god. Just wanted to see where the Bosmer went. It doesn't matter. You want me to head into the garden? I'm gonna head into the garden.
We all have concerns regarding the Queen's decree. I assure you that I am working with all Dark T'Kala to safeguard the sanctity of Shimmerine and all of Somerset. Enjoy the food and drink. Business of the city requires my attention, but I shall rejoin you shortly.
That was it. That was it. That's what I got all dressed up for. Huh? Well, Aldark is here. I'm gonna talk to him first. What's up?
How bold of you. The Neberard dares to stand in my holy presence. Very well, bold Neberard. What can the new Aldark of Shimmerine do for you? And please, try not to bore me or spray any spittle on my spotless vestments.
What a weakling.
You heard that somewhere, did you? I'll have to have a discussion with the Divine Prosecution about how lax our security has become. No, I jest. The Kin Lady and I have nothing but the best interests of Somerset and the newcomers in mind. You really are well informed about things here in Shimmerine, aren't you?
You didn't even deny it.
You're right. Where are my manners? Using a word you couldn't possibly be expected to understand. It means unwelcome. As in, you are not welcome here.
What does that mean? I see, and is it common for High Elf monks to conspire with Daedra?
That's a serious accusation to toss around so casually. What did you say your name was again? I want to make sure to add it to the Divine Prosecution's observation log. For your own protection, you understand.
Now I feel like I'm just like, oh, I gotta get out of here.
I suddenly remembered some business I need to deal with as well. Feel free to pester the other guests in my absence.
One of your ears is lower than the other.
First, the Kin Lady invites us to discuss the situation in Shimmerine. Then she tells us to sit here and wait. And now a damn Nebarah is standing close enough for me to smell it. Well, Nebarah, speak up, or is talking not part of your repertoire?
It's a shame I like your outfit, man.
Everyone knows what the Kin Lady thinks of the Queen's decree. I suppose she plans to oppose the new policy. Keep more Nebarah from reaching our shores. Somehow. I just hope she doesn't do anything that ruins our expanded trade agreements.
I'm gonna keep asking everyone what Nebarah means. Like, I'm just gonna be like, what does that mean? What is Somerset? What's an Altmer? What's going on?
Nebarah? Well, I suppose that's our word for the newcomers. I guess you could say it's impolite, but old habits can be hard to break. No offense. Look, I don't have an issue with the newcomers.
Well, now he's suddenly
Some
a little
of my
bit
best
nicer.
workers weren't born on the island.
He suddenly just had a big shift in mood. Like, he just remembered something that made him happy, and so he's like, I'm having a good day now.
That's a loaded question, Nebarah.
Okay, then he just kind of goes back.
I'm as nervous as a pigeon in a griffin eyrie just thinking about having a lizard living right next door. But I can't argue with the Queen's success. The expanded trade agreements have been a star sign.
It's like when you're talking to someone in Oblivion and suddenly they just like hate you. Like it's like a second before they love you and they're like, that's amazing, and then you like exit the dialogue and they're like, get out of my sight. He doesn't even want to talk to anyone. Oops. Man, you know what? Hold on. Can I just unbind that really quick? I'm just tired of it. Blah 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 blah. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Ah, got you. Just gonna unbind in general, because I don't really usually use that hotkey. I just kind of do this.
A newcomer? Here in the Kin Lady's garden?
Yes.
And during her latest rant on the dangers of the Queen's decree? Oh, that's just grand. I really can't wait to see her expression when she finally notices your presence.
Whose side are you on here? I can't tell.
Am I? Some probably see it that way. What do I care? I'm the Canon Reeve of Shimmerine. Kin Lady Avernus may outrank me, but I'm the one who keeps the city's bureaucracy functioning smoothly. It's what I do. What were we talking about again?
Same.
I'm a Canon Reeve, my dear.
I said what?
I said
that. What's a Canon Reeve?
It's an official title, given to diplomats and bureaucrats who administer to county seats. A gift from my cousin Avernus, I suppose. In your land, I'd probably be called the mayor.
It's just like, what's a Canon Reeve? She's like, I'm the Canon Reeve. What's a Canon Reeve? It's what I am. I just told you that. What is it? Let me know.
Complain, most likely. My cousin excels at that. I assume she may have something else worked out with the new Old Ark, but she has yet to bring me into her confidence on the matter. Frankly, I assumed that's why we were here.
I'm sorry. He's new?
Another newcomer. Ink has barely dried on the Queen's decree, and there are already more of you than I can count. I look forward to hearing how the Kin Lady and New Aldark plan to protect Somerset's interests.
You're gracious. Even the Justiciars.
Does it? Perhaps. The newcomers are different. They understand neither Altmer society nor the rules of protocol and etiquette. Makes my job as an officer of the Divine Prosecution more difficult. I just hope the New Aldark really has a plan. Well, don't really know the New Aldark all that. Wait a moment. I don't know who you are, and I'm not sure I like the tenor of your questions. Perhaps you should move along before I forget this is a social gathering and that I'm not on duty?
No, I mean, the way that you're dressed up, I thought you were.
The Divine Prosecution serves as Somerset's premier law keepers. We enforce secular and religious law, making sure that all social and cultural rules are adhered to. The fact that you didn't know that proves the Aldark's concerns are justified.
I'm sorry, did you know that when you were born? Did you? Did you always know that? I don't think so. I haven't talked to her, but I don't know where she is. Oh, she's above me. Never mind.
How dare you barge into my home without so much as a by your leave?
Okay. Bye, you're leaving.
No, I refuse to deal with one of the Queen's guests, especially not in my own home. How did you get in here, by the way? No, never mind that.
The door?
Since you found your way in, I assume you can find your way back out, before I call the guards. Such innocence. You really want to know why I oppose the Queen's order to allow newcomers to enter Somerset? Because I'm trying to protect both the island and the newcomers. It's in everyone's best interest that we maintain a separation. Aldark Tilkala came highly recommended. He has grand plans for protecting Shimmerine. Grand plans. Unfortunately, in my haste to deal with the Queen's decree, I may have made an error in judgment.
He has grand plans. The best plans. Never better plans.
Not that it's any concern of yours, but my Chancellor has been unable to verify the Aldark's existence prior to when we met.
Oh, great.
And I recommended him for the position at the monastery. I assure you, Kinlord Millenfell praised Tilkala to no end. That's preposterous. Aldark Tilkala sequesters the newcomers to ascertain their suitability for life in Somerset. Those who pass will find a place here. As for the rest, they'll be returned to wherever they came from. That's what we agreed to.
The plans are, dare I say, grand.
My lady, one of the monks said to deliver this message. It's from the Aldark himself.
The Coral Forest. An odd location for a meeting, but I need to hear the Aldark's explanation.
Oh, this is not good. That's not a smart decision. You're just gonna meet this creepy guy who you have no record of him prior to you meeting him in the middle of the forest. Like, in the middle of nowhere, you want to meet him. Okay. You guys are crazy. This place is crazy. I'm gonna go talk to my handsome cat friend. Cat. Hello. Yeah, I can see you, Rez.
Psst. Pretend you are adjusting your boot or admiring the architecture. As hard as it may be, look anywhere but directly at Raz. Good, good. Now, tell Raz what you learned at the Kinlady's manor. Raz thinks Avanis is as naive as she is complicit, but she's not a murderer. This new Aldark, though, has so much blood on his hands, it looks like he's wearing red gloves. From what I could discover, he didn't exist before he came to Shimmerine. The Coral Forest?
That's what she said.
A strange meeting place. Raz thinks we should go and see what the Aldark is up to. After I take back that outfit, I might need it again later.
Oh God, please do.
Ah, you have a pretty admirer, my friend. The Psijic Sage, yes? Here she comes now.
Oh, thank God. I like this
I'm
better.
glad I found you. While watching the King Lady's mansion, I saw her ladyship sneak out the back and leave the city.
The King Lady is meeting the Aldark in the Coral Forest. Raz smells something, and it isn't moon sugar biscuits.
Your reputation precedes you, Eye of the Queen. I am Valcerin of the Psijic Order, and I agree that the Aldark is more than a simple monk.
We should work together, yes, but let's travel separately to avoid attracting unwanted attention. Raz will find you both at the Coral Forest.
Hey, what? I want to do that. It's the best. That's the outfit you have Ember wear. It's the best, though. You do love Raz's suit of armor. I'm gonna set as well someday. This is the one that you have Ember use. This one, because this is really good.
What is it?
Oh, Raz's, really? I was too busy thinking about what I'm wearing to notice his clothes. Is that Vayne?
Honor and praise. It's nice to see you again. I've been busy in Cloudrest, of course, recruiting new riders and rebuilding.
I'm sorry, have I done?
It's not an easy task,
have I done this
but one
quest
I
on
am honored to do.
Trivia Night?
It's not every day you get to rebuild an ancient order.
Maybe I have. It seems odd, though. I wonder if it's a glitch because of the achievement sharing or something. Because I don't know if I've ever done Cloudrest on... I can't even say I've done a trial with Trivia Night. All quests are shared now, so I think characters have done things. You think I would encounter that a lot more, but I guess I don't play on alts all that often, right? Oh my god, I'm getting tired. Oh my god, I'm getting tired. Okay, also, where's my bow? Where's my bow? There it is. Oh, you know, I do have Reliquant's bow, though. Wait, no, I did the wrong thing. But I didn't get the Reliquant's bow by doing Somerset. I would have remembered. Sorry, by doing Cloudrest, I would have remembered. I just followed the build. Yeah, I would assume it's immersion breaking, but I don't do quests. Like here I am questing on an alternate character. I don't do this often at all. You know, this is something that I'm just doing because I thought, hey, it'd be cool to go back and do some quests that I, you know, haven't done in a while. And by a while, I mean like what, 3 years? Maybe more. So I haven't encountered that issue all that much myself. Yeah, see, he wants to meet her out here. Out here. You know, like, she doesn't find this sus. I mean, she's just like, oh, it's a strange meeting place. Okay, hi, Valcerin.
One of Somerset's more unique environments, the Coral Forest. I used to love coming here when I was growing up. We need to find out why the Aldark asked King Lady Avanice to meet him out here. Based on what we saw in the monastery's undercroft, I'm hesitant to use magic to locate them. I suppose we'll have to find them through mundane means. Too bad the Queen's spy isn't here yet. I understand he's good at this sort of thing.
Maybe he is, though. Oh, there we go. Now remember. forgot how expansive this area was. I like how my mundane means is pretty much just... Oh, hold on. I can hear him.
You know nothing of the plan, you fool. Let me give you a taste of what the Prince of Bargains has in store for this pitiful world.
Okay, hold on. Hold on.
I want no part of Daedra. Help!
I can't even find her. Okay, I'm sorry. Oh, there you are. Hey, Earl.
Come, Nebarak. Let me show you the power bestowed upon me by the Prince of Bargains. Yagra, destroy these fools.
Curse you and your lopsided ears. Really? That was it? Okay. She's gonna go after the Kin Lady. And I have to destroy this pearl. Does that mean that she got away? I could have sworn she died here. Is she dead? Hi. Yeah, no, I can see you. Where's Raz, by the way? He said he was gonna be here.
Razumdar apprehended the Kin Lady.
Sweet.
They're at the west edge of the Coral Forest. What happened to Uldoch Tilkalar? Did he escape?
Yeah, he escaped. He escaped life. By the way, thank you, Liv May ASO, for the follow. She followed me because earlier I was doing the USP stream.
I think we can conclude that Tilkalar wasn't actually an Uldoch. At least, not with his connection to the Prince of Bargain's Clavicus Vial. Strange magic and creatures worry me, however. Hopefully the pearl I sent to Artaeum can tell us more. You'd be surprised what a particular object can reveal if you know how to unlock its secrets. I need to return and tell Rightmaster Ikesis all that transpired here. If you're willing, I'd like you to come to Artaeum and confirm my story. The Rightmaster leads the Psijic Order from Kapora Tower on the island of Artaeum. This spell attunes you to a portal near Shimmerine in the ruins of the Keep of 11 Forces. It always leads to Artaeum, no matter the island's current location. One more adjustment and there.
Oh.
You are now attuned.
She attuned
Find
me.
me on Artaeum after you finish with the Eye of the Queen.
There we are. What's up?
Ah, Five Claw. The King Lady and Raz had the most illuminating conversation.
You can't treat me like some sort of criminal, you horrid creature.
He's face palming so hard.
Queen Irene will be disappointed that the King Lady of Shimmerine allowed a false Uldark to murder so many newcomers. Such a scandal makes other travelers uneasy about coming here, yes? The Prince of Bargains. That could only be Clavicus Vial. What oblivion-inspired nest of vipers has Raz stumbled into? This one has a very bad feeling about all of this. Where is the Psijic Sage? Raz would like to ask her what she thinks. The Psijic Order's interest in all of this concerns Razumdar. This one has never had much love of magic, or those that practice the art. On the other hand, now Raz has his own person on the inside. An Eye of Raz, if you will, yes? Then you must go to our tent and discover what the Psijics have learned. When you return, you can tell Raz all about it, so he can pass it along to the Queen. Yes, Raz likes this plan. In the meantime, Raz will investigate the Daedric connection.
What says confront? I thought it said comfort.
Stay alert,
Comfort, kin lady.
Raz has heard Siegiks turn people into chickens and make them explode to die covered in feathers instead of fur. Ooh, such a horrible demise.
What?
In the meantime, Raz will send Avenice home until the Proxy Queen renders judgment.
Have you come to gloat? To kick me while I wallow in my own misery? Well, go ahead. I deserve it. I met him at Kinlord Millenthal's party in Eleanor. We had similar ideas about the Queen's decree, and I recommended that he lead the monastery. Somerset isn't a stew pot, and the various races aren't ingredients to be sprinkled in like so much spice. What a hateful accusation. Tilcala told me he was going to send them back where they came from. I had no idea he planned to kill them. I give you my word. I just wanted the newcomers to go away. And to find out he worshipped Daedra? How crude.
Crude.
I certainly hope not. We'll have to get the Divine Prosecution in there to gather up the monks Tilcala brought with him to Shimmerine. We can't have Daedric cultists desecrating a holy site. I suppose I need to beg for mercy from the Proxy Queen.
Spicy.
My social standing is ruined. Just ruined.
Understatement.
Stay alert, Fight.
Anyway, don't be racist. Bye. And here I am being cruel to animals. Okay. I like how it's just like travel to Artaeum. Just, you know, leave the realm. Okay. Okay, so here's the 11 forces. I used to always misread it as Elven forces. The Elven forces. I can't remember all the 11 forces. If someone can, they deserve a gold sticker and a Snickers bar. I know that one is water/memory. I talked about that recently. They're the same thing. Maybe they have something that lists them up here. Look out for it. He's been there in years, and isn't even sure if it's still around. Just go there, because I told you to. I think she probably knows what she's talking about. Ugh. I know that there's a book. There's The Old Ways is here as a lore book, but or regular book rather. I don't remember which. But I don't know if they ever actually have anything on the forces themselves. Siegiks can be really confusing, to be honest. They're just still fishing. They're still fishing. Okay, so there's the Garden of the Sacred Numbers. And here, and the 11 forces one right here. Hold on. I like how I'm just like, in this casual attire, swinging around a big broadsword. Bonk. And I'm okay.